a smile, and I think I'm going to like it.
Hey, what's going on, guys? VincePlayz here, back with another video. And today, guys, we're going to be doing some gaming pickups for the last couple of months. So, yeah, I don't do these every month because I like to do longer videos. So, I don't really pick up that much stuff per month. So, I just wait a couple of months and then just go over it all at once. So, yeah, this month there's some pretty good stuff in here. And, sorry in advance if my voice sounds raspy and worn out. I'm really tired. I've been up a long time and it's been a really stressful day, but thought I would get some videos and some content out to you guys because there's really nothing else to do right now. So, yeah, before we move into the games, there's some non-game stuff I wanted to show you guys. A couple of weeks ago, I picked up Paramore's Riot album. I saw this at the store and I picked it up because, for those of you who don't know, Paramore is my favorite band of all time. Maybe second of all time to Green Day, but that's a close call because I love Paramore's music, man. They don't have an album that I don't like, really, that I can think of. And, yeah, I've had a lot of their stuff digitally for a while. Then I saw this at the store. I was like, yes, I'm going to get that because, I'm a physical media guy, so I like having CDs and DVDs and that sort of thing. So that's that. And, my sister bought this for me, which was really nice of her, the Paramore The Final Riot Blu-ray. This is basically the live concert for their tour that they did for the Riot album, which is a really cool thing. It's got some bonus features and stuff. Like I said, love Paramore, so this was really awesome. Big shout out to my sister for getting me that. She's awesome. And, last but not least, we have the Dark Knight 2-disc special edition. Now, I was going to buy this on Blu-ray for like $11, the 2-disc special edition, but I saw this at the dollar store a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, you know what, I'll take the lesser video quality and whatever, to have that $5 discount because it's the 2-disc special edition anyway. Yeah, love this movie. I've wanted to actually get this for a while, and I saw it, so I was like, sure, why not? Alright, now, on to the game stuff. Now, there's quite a bit of original Xbox stuff here, and a couple of PS3 things. So, yeah, let's go ahead and start here. First off, we have Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories for the PSP. Now, funny story, I've been going to this local pawn shop a couple of times a week for a little bit. They usually cut me a really good deal, and this game is about a $12 game at any store in town, but because I'm sure you guys can see the UMD is cracked really bad right there, and it's got several right there too. Try not to cast a reflection here, but it's also cracked on the back, and this piece right here was split. But the disc itself was in okay shape, so I got him to give it to me for $1. And, yeah, I just super glued the UMD case back together, and it works just fine. It doesn't have the box or anything, but it was $1. So, yeah, obviously I'm going to pick up one of the best PSP games ever made for $1. Next up, we have Metal Gear Solid: The Legacy Collection. Now, I've really gotten into Metal Gear recently. I never really cared for the series. I played 4 a long time ago with my dad, and we were both kind of like, that's kind of sucks. But I came back to it recently, and I really wanted to get back into the series because Metal Gear Solid 3, I had watched some stuff, and I was like, that actually looks really cool, and I got really involved in the lore of it all, like with Big Boss and Solid Snake and their relation and all the villains and stuff. So, I decided that if I was going to get into it, I would bite the bullet and get the Legacy Collection, which has every game from the very first one from the NES all the way up to Metal Gear Solid 4. And actually, it all started with Metal Gear Solid 5 is what got me into the series again, was Metal Gear Solid 5. But yeah, this is a really good package, even for $30, which is about what it goes for on Amazon for a brand new copy of it. That's a really good value because you get all of these games here. That is, so I believe that's 10 games, 10 or 11 games for $27, and they're all good games. Even Metal Gear Solid 4, which, if you asked me 5 years ago, I would have told you I hated. You know, I like it now. I can appreciate it for what it is. I didn't have the patience to appreciate it and get to learn it back then. So let that be a lesson. If you didn't like Metal Gear at some point, you should go back and give it another shot if you like stealth games, because this is one of my favorite franchises ever at this point. I think that's a fairly safe thing to say. So, yeah. Next up is Far Cry 3. I waited for a price drop on the PS3 copy of this game. I did have it on 360. I've had it since 2014, but I wanted it on PS3 as well to get all the trophies and stuff. So I waited and waited and waited, and GameStop did a price drop down to $5 on it. So I was like, you know what, that's cheap enough. I'm going to go ahead and pick it up so I can play through it on the PS3. When I got it, the box was broke, but I swapped it out with a sports game or something, so it's all good now. Next up is Tony Hawk's Project 8. I just bought this yesterday. So, funny story, I'll try to keep it short here, but basically, yesterday I was going to pick up the 360 copy of this game so I could do a video series or something on it. And, so I went to this local GameStop who said they had Project 8 on 360. It's cheaper there. It's $12 on 360 or $15 on PS3. And they actually mislabeled it in the system as, they mislabeled American Wasteland as Project 8. And so they didn't actually have a copy of Project 8, which I really should have taken them up on, because apparently that game, American Wasteland, is like $25. So yeah, that's a thing. But I went to the other store, and they said that they didn't have it on 360, but if I bought it on PS3, because I didn't care, I have a PS3 too, that they would give it to me for the same price. So even though it doesn't have, trophies, it's a good port of the game, and I've heard some reports of the 360 version having stutter, which this version doesn't have, at least on my PS3, so I think it was a fair trade-off. And down here, we have Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. I bought this new on 360, which, if you guys watch my video on this game, was actually a really big mistake, but it's still the feature full version of the game, and it is actually playable, so no complaints there. It was only $15, so I can stick it out with the stutter and the bad graphics and whatever just to finish it. You know, I don't really care that much about it. Like, the original Xbox is my favorite console of all time, so obviously I don't care about the graphics, so yeah. Speaking of original Xbox, here's some 6th gen stuff I've picked up. Here's Driver Parallel Lines I ordered on Amazon for about $8. I did want this game on the original Xbox because I had it on PS2, but, you know, if there's an option to play it on the Xbox, I always want it there because it's my favorite console of all time. Why wouldn't you? So, yeah, it came with the manual, and the disc is in great shape and stuff, so was a good pickup. The game is not, I mean, it's okay, but it's not really that good. I probably wouldn't recommend you pick it up. But, you know, the driving can be fun and whatever, so it is what it is. Next up is Call of Duty 3. Now, I had this game, but the disc didn't work. So I ordered another copy, and it came, and this one does work just fine. So, yeah, it's Call of Duty 3. Next up is Need for Speed Underground 2. This is one of the more recent pickups I have. This just got here about a week ago. So I've been playing through this because I wanted to play Underground 2 because I was in the middle of playing the first one. And I was like, well, since it's pretty affordable, I'll get the second one too. Yeah, the disc is in good shape and whatnot, so yeah. Next up is Men of Valor, another game I picked up from the pawn shop, which seems to have a weird video issue with my version of the original Xbox. But if you can either get through the menu or just boot the Xbox in 480i, it still works fine. It's an okay game. The gameplay is pretty fun, but yeah, it basically feels like a Medal of Honor clone. And next up is Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Pandora Tomorrow. Now, I wanted to play this game for a while, and I was going to order it on Amazon, but the pawn shop had it. It says $4, but I was actually able to talk them down to $2 on it, and it's a really fun stealth game. Like I said, I love Metal Gear, so, you know, with that knowledge, I did pick it up. And I was pleasantly surprised. This game is absolutely awesome. Again, if you like stealth games, would highly recommend you play this on whatever platform you have that has the game. I think they remastered it on PS3. It's on original Xbox, PS2, and PC. And last but not least is a game I picked up today, Tony Hawk's American Wasteland on PS2. It says scratch, and admittedly it is pretty beat up, but I got it for $1 and it works fine. None of the reason I got it is because none of the scratches are deep. They're all surface level. So if I really wanted to, I could get it buffed out. But the disc works fine as it is, so I probably won't do that. It works in my PS2 and my backwards compatible PS3, so no, that's going to hinder it from working. This game's actually really good. It's like Tony Hawk's Underground, which I loved on the original Xbox. And it supports 480p, which is rather interesting for a PlayStation 2 game. Most of them only do 480i, so pretty cool. Well, alright guys, that's going to do it for my gaming pickups for the last couple of months. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for future content. Yeah guys, so until next time, this is VincePlayz, signing off. Peace.